Today we're taking another look at Terra's Luna coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Luna go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into the Luna chart, guys. If you're looking to buy Luna or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. But as you can see, Luna has had a nice little bounce after we have had a relatively decent drop off the back of Ethereum crashing. So currently we're sitting at a value of $73.40, but we got to a low on the 8th of January of $62.37. Came back above our key point of support, which was sitting at $68 and where we're sitting right now. Ideally, what we want to see is, I suppose, a bit of buying momentum coming in to Luna coin. You can see that whilst we have had a literal week of red, it hasn't been large in volume. That means holders aren't dumping their Luna coins. In fact, what I'm seeing is more people are starting to either A, accumulate, or B, stake their Luna coins, making it a lot less liquid. But all in all, put things into long-term perspective, Luna is still performing extremely well compared to where we were back in July of 2021. So just keep that in the back of your head. Now, the 50-day moving average right now is going to be acting as a major point of support for us. That's currently sitting at $70.73. This is a point which we need to see hold up so that we can once again start moving upwards and test our next key point of resistance at $78. Now, will that occur? Well, let's have a look at the RSI and the MACD to help us work that out. The RSI is showing 45.47. Now, that's still relatively in the middle, which means we could potentially keep dropping, but also it means we have a lot of room to start making some more moves upwards again. And if you recall from last time when we were around about this, $65, $70 mark, we were, I suppose, on the 14th of December, our RSI was actually high and we had less room to move, but we did move and we got to new all-time highs, which was at $106.29. Now, could that occur again? Absolutely. And I think really the ultimate goal is to once again test that $100 mark and try break above it for good, but we do need to see the buying volume start to come in again and the RSI start to reverse. Of course as well, MACD, let's have a quick look at that. The MACD now appears to be starting to flatten out. If we do start to see it flatten out and see the 12-day EMA cross back above the 26-day EMA, that is when we're going to see the reversal in the price of Luna come from. Right now, the key is to hold two key points of support. A, the first one being that 50-day moving average at $70, and B, of course, our key horizontal line of support at $68. If those two fail, unfortunately, we will be dropping. And the point we'll be dropping to will be, I suppose, a bit more significant than we have seen in the past. So it's going to be down, probably I'd suggest, around about here at the $55, $54 mark, given the sheer amount of price action that has occurred here from point of resistance, as well as, this was a major point of support for us in the past. We saw a little bounce off it before the current run. So that's where we'll be dropping down to if we cannot maintain, I suppose, our key points of support at $68 and $70. What's my price target for today's video? Well, let's start extending some of these lines out to get a better idea of where exactly that point could be. Simply, I want to make sure we are maintaining our key points of support. So right now I don't have a price target in the sense of I want it to shoot up in value and hit $86 or $100, for example. Right now I would be very comfortable until we see the MACD reverse, having the price stay above the $68 mark, but it doesn't necessarily have to break out above the $78 mark. Instead, I'd like to see a trend in this sort of a manner, or if we are going to uptick, I'd like to see it in a slow and conservative manner as opposed to seeing a massive spike in the volume, because we all know when we have a massive spike, it comes with a massive crash shortly after. So slow and steady is going to win the race here. Ideally, my price target today is maintain $68 and hopefully as well maintain $78 within this sort of a trading channel. That wraps up our analysis today on Luna, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video as well, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and make sure to turn on those bell notifications as well. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.